Hello friends, it is your mom of three in NYC and I'm back with a new video. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Taneza. I'm the mother of three kind kids living in the heart of cold NYC. I've got a second family here on YouTube. I would love to welcome you to join. All you have to do, SUBSCRIBE down below. Quick announcement. If you have not seen all of my Married at First Sight reviews, please check out the playlist I created just for MAFS reviews this season and prior seasons as well. This video is a review of Married at First Sight season 18 Chicago episode 12. I just want to eat you up. Camille takes Tom to visit her family. I said that's a good sign, a great sign, because she is seeing a future for their relationship. What is with her dad and his necklaces? He had a necklace open shirt on the wedding day. We see him again along with her uncle and her grandmother. Open shirt, beaded necklace. That's his style, that's his style. I, Taneza, love Grandma's scrapbook. She cut out and saved every single article from the high school basketball team. Here for it, here for it. They all relive her high school basketball memories. I thought it was a great scene. I did. Great scene. Keiichi looks stressed. I think it's a diary cam. I think this is a scene that he filmed on his own phone. He admits to us that he has not felt himself around MM. He does not want to lose his peace. He wants to take it slow and enjoy each other's presence. I thought it was a good sign for Camille to take Tom to visit her family until we saw Michelle take David to see her family. I said, oh, that's probably a requirement. That's probably the producer saying you must take your significant other to meet and visit your family, because she does not look happy at all. The drive to her mom's house does not look like it's good. You can feel the tension. It is during this ride, and Michelle, of course, admits that she is still struggling in this marriage, and she asks David about this weird text that she got late last night. Let's preface this by saying David went out drinking with another couple at Allen and Madison the night before. While he's out, he sends this text that says, "Dang, girl, you look so good. I just want to eat you up." Michelle did not reply to this message. Weird, out of the blue. And she questions David about it. David, we don't believe you. Tried to get his lie straight. His lie was that his cousin sent him a picture of a dinner that she went to and the food looked so good. He replied, "I want to eat you up." What? David, that makes no sense. In what world do you tell your cousin you want to eat her up? No, you did not mean the food. David, your lie is whack. You got caught. You got caught. I, Taneza, if I were a betting woman, I would wager that he is texting Madison. He and Madison, ever since their honeymoon workouts, have a bond. Sure do. He got caught. Even if it was not Madison, it was another woman. You're married. It's inappropriate. And the alcohol makes you make bad decisions. This, my friend, is a very bad decision. Michelle does not believe the lie. Neither do I. It was bad. It was whack. So whack. Michelle must tell her family everything if she's considering telling them about this sext. What? Michelle, what? Why would you tell? No. This is not the time. This is not the place. Even Michelle's family tells David, like, you're not seeing the real Michelle. Like, this is not the real Michelle. The Michelle that we know and love is ride or die, super faithful, super loving. This is not her. This is not her. Hold on. Be trustworthy, be good to her, and hopefully you will see the real Michelle. Madison and Allen go play catch. Literally, they go play catch. We discussed their school experiences. Michelle had a very tough elementary school experience. She said that softball, which her sister also played, helped her feel like she was part of something. She was poor. She was on food stamps. She's got this vivid memory of being embarrassed by her mom at a birthday party. Because of that, Madison admits that she has been scared of having kids. She does not want to disappoint them the way she was disappointed by her mother. This heart-to-heart gives me, Taneza, hope for Allen and Madison. She says that she really wants, quote, this to work. I was like, really? She's still not romantically attracted to Allen in any way. Ooh. Keiichi goes to work out with a friend. He's here to get his box on. He says that his marriage is worse than just work. It is chaos. is able to vent as well to a friend while she's washing her dog. Keiichi has not reached out at all. Phone call, text, message, pigeon, nothing since they met with the experts. I was surprised by the revelation that doesn't think that they are ready for Keiichi to move back in. She's committed. He's leery. Keiichi says that being around makes him feel uncomfortable. No one's in charge of your feelings but you, Keiichi. Carla and Juan, they grab some coffee to write and then read letters they're writing to their younger selves. Juan really goes deep. He writes letters to himself at 3 different points in his childhood, and it's a lot for him. He gets like choked up, and I'm like, Carla, like, where's your empathy? Like, why aren't you trying to console him? He gets really, really choked up. She finally does go give Juan a hug and thanks Juan for being so vulnerable. Alan takes Madison. She took him to play catch because her safe place was softball. Alan takes Madison to the pond because his safe place as a child growing up was fishing with his dad. Even though he does say he and his dad literally never said a word to each other, he enjoys just being at peace with his thoughts and the water. They begin unpacking childhood trauma. Alan needs therapy. He needs therapy. He needs to be in therapy twice a week for the near future. Madison said, give me a hug. When he went in for that hug, I'm like, get me a good one. He went in for a hug. He sure did. He picked her up and everything. She's like, don't drop me. Carla decided that she does want to break down the walls and introduce Juancho to her family. Teneza, thought it was an authentic, like, he's my husband, I want this to work kind of moment. But again, I think the producers were like, it's part of the show, you have to do it. And she did do it, but off camera. Her parents did not sign up to be on TV. They didn't feel comfortable with the cameras. Her mom makes this huge spread of food. That's all Juan could talk about. All this food her mom made. He really, really enjoyed meeting them and getting to know them. They had a great time. A good time was had by all. Tom takes Camille to meet his biological mom. On the way there, tells Camille about his adoption story. When they get to her house, she's cooking a huge spread for them, and she explains how she was a teen mom with her daughter, and she got pregnant with twins, and she just knew she could not handle having 3 kids. Is Tom twisted? Like, he can barely hold his eyes open. They took 1 shot. And Tom is fighting to stay upright, sitting in his chair. I said, I love the interaction with Camille and Tom's bio mom. Keiichi goes back home. I thought to spend some time with Not so. Reached out and said they need to have a conversation. They both are on the same page about taking a step back. I said, Ike detests capital letters. Keiichi says that sharing the space with her causes him anxiety. Explains to him, the ball is in your court. I'm going to fall back. Keiichi does not want to talk about the week. He refused to communicate. He's being very dismissive. I don't understand Keiichi. Like, in order to get through things, you have to talk about them. It's kind of being an adult, having hard conversations where you don't want to. Because it's in the past does not mean it stays in the past. Your past affects your present and your future. In order to have a healthy present and a healthy future, you have to work through issues in your past. That's what life is. The conversation does not go well. He says, I heard, I understand, and I receive it. And again, Keiichi wants to leave the past in the past. But again, MM's trying to be an adult and address the issues. tells him, I will not be reaching out. Keiichi is truly visibly anxious. I'm not discounting the fact that he has anxiety. I do think he does. He has problems, but they're not all related to I'm going to stand 10 toes down. Keiichi does have visible anxiety. He is going through it mentally in her presence, but it's not her fault. It's not all related to nor his marriage with Keiichi has unaddressed trauma. He hangs his hat on, don't live in the past, move forward. But there's some things that went on in your past, Keiichi, that's affecting you now, and you have to work through it. Keiichi grabbing things he left in the apartment to take back home with him is not a good sign. Even no longer refers to Keiichi as her husband. I said it's over. Madison and Alan go out to eat to write letters to their childhood selves. Alan has struggled with his masculinity. He is more sensitive than most. I can see how that's the case. I can see. He was raised around mostly women. Madison's grandmother tragically passed away in a car accident. It almost also killed other family members. Alan says that he wants to be that 50-year-old husband for Madison. Michelle brings up the sexting again. After consulting with the girlfriend who put the battery in her back, you better bring that up. You better address that. Don't let him get over on it. She brings it up again. He gets defensive. David, your excuse is not truthful. You look whack. She asked to see the food photo that he said he wanted to eat up. He doesn't show it to her. He doesn't have it. He can't show you what he doesn't have, Michelle. He says confident in his answer. You shouldn't be because it's whack and you look whack. David is hanging out with past Tinder dates. He is, quote, friends with my exes. It's over. Any goodwill Michelle had last episode by taking you on a shopping trip, elevating your look, getting you zhuzhed up, it's a wrap. There's no coming back from this, David. You did something that is absolutely wrong and you would not admit to it and you try to lie about it and then stand 10 toes deep in your lies. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. The only good point in this episode, really, were seeing Carla and Juan getting along well, and then Camille and Thomas continuing for the growth in their relationship. Everything else was bad. Ikechi and MM was bad. Michelle and David was bad. Madison and Alan, I wouldn't say it was good, but I wouldn't say it was bad either. Who was he texting, you guys? I think he was texting Madison. I think David went out drinking. She was there. She looked good. And he texted her and told her, you look good. I want to eat you up. Don't break Alan's heart, please, Madison. Alan is such a good guy. In the comments below, what are your theories? What are your theories? I say it was Madison. In addition to exes, but Madison. We'll see. As always, leave any questions, comments down below. I look forward to seeing you in our next review. Bye for now, tribe.